We welcome you to Los Angeles. The show brings you the game of the week. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. About to get started here. Getting the nod on the mound, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And Siggy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Fernando Tatis Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Tatis waits. Strike on the inside corner, and it's 1-1.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Yamamoto, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Xander Bogaerts, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
The shortstop takes the ball. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. On the ground to short. Betts whips it to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, this is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Siggy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad job. Those small moments can be costly.
Two outs, runner at first. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. 4 for 8 in the series so far. And Manny gets a piece. Machado recently taking home Player of the Month honors.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Slapped foul. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Outside low. Now 1-2.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
First and second, 2 outs. Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate under the Mendoza line so far this month.
The pitch. Throw on to Freeman. That's out number 3. 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, but they wind up leaving 2. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Back here in L.A., today's starting pitcher, Matt Waldron. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And that's in for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Just off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. His 23rd of the year. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Man, I hated knuckleball. Seems like it's so hard to square him up and hit the ball hard, but this guy had no problem at all. It was like he was born to do this. Really good piece of hitting, just a sound swing, and he stayed within himself.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Homered last night, added another hit as well. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Ball to strike. And that drops in for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
Batting third.
Here's Shohei Ohtani, leading the NL in home runs to start the day. He's been a beast. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Fouled off. He was late. Ohtani working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. And a 1-1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
On the ground, 2 ball. The underhand flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy at the dish.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Waldrop checks on first. Ohtani back in. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Ohtani at first, 1 gone. And that drops in for a strike. That one finds the zone. Now 1-2. Stays alive. To the right side, and that's a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. 2 away now.
Batting fifth, left fielder.
Take a look at the lineup.
Hernandez.
And down towards the bottom of the lineup, hitting 8th here, Ha-Seong Kim.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
And that's fouled off. Move to first. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here at Chavez Ravine, new inning getting started. Stepping in for San Diego, Elias Diaz. Yamamoto back to work. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
0-1. And that is out of play. Hit on the ground to short. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting seventh, second baseman Jake Cronenworth.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. In the air, center field. Outman sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Connor Joe.
So now the DH spot, Connor Joe.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, a swing like that can
Batting
help
ninth,
you come
left
out of the
fielder,
struggle. We
Miguel
saw the numbers coming into
Andujar.
the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Miguel Andujar. Pitch is in there. Strike one.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at
1
95.
ball, 2 strikes.
Misses
No, that's a
just
ball.
off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
That
Ball
misses, and a full count now.
3-2,
Full
2
count.
out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fernando Tatis Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. 1 left for San Diego. They're down 1-0. Bottom half of inning
Leading
number
off
2,
for the
and
Dodgers,
at the plate for the
left
Dodgers,
fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez launched a homer in his most recent game. Check swing, and he went. That's
No
strike
ball,
1.
1 strike.
And a foul ball. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. It's out of here. Teoscar Hernandez hits one out. It's 2-0.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
The batter now will be Will Smith. That one in there across the letters. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Out to center. Merrill gliding in towards the infield. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Michael Conforto stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Backed off the plate that time. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That just misses. The count now 2-2. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. In the air, right field. Tatis makes the grab for the second out.
Batting 8th, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim. 2 for 7 in the series so far. That clips the zone, and that is strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Andujar on his way over. And that is the third out of the inning. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on the solo homer. And it's 2-zip Dodgers. Third inning coming up in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Grounded out his first time. Bogaerts, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Aruba. Right through there for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Arise, batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Next offering is downstairs.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing could put you right back in this ball game.
And now 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch is outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They trail it here 2-0. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Liner snagged at first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter.
Now
Even though you know that,
first
they
baseman,
still drive you
Freddie
absolutely crazy.
Freeman.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Freddie Freeman. Fastball for a strike. High fly ball out towards left field. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 1 out, base is empty. Bounce to the right. Cronenworth. The throw to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop Mookie Betts.
Now it's Mookie Betts. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And takes low for ball 1. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Manny Machado.
Gets the call. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And that's downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a 1-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. And out of here. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. Top of the zone for a called strike.
You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Late swing, foul to the left. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
The next offering misses. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Here's Elias Diaz, and that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. That one missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And that misses. And now 3-0.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And there's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Cronenworth takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. The 1-0. 6 straight outside the strike zone.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. On to second, they get run. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. Padres draw closer on the long ball. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Shohei Ohtani.
Everybody favors we can divvy up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress. We ain't even planning, but we matching though. Everybody looking when we passing though. We just turn the strip.
First pitch just misses.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against the firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here comes Max Muncy, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Right down to shoot, and that's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swing and a foul out of play. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They try to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Ohtani back in. Ohtani stands at first with 1 out. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 4-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. He was really patient on that slow knuckleball, and that's what it takes to be successful against that pitch. Just a nice job of keeping his mechanics tight, and once it was time to pull the trigger, he did not hold back. Really nice piece of hitting.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Merrill in position. And there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1. Popped up left side. Machado squeezes it, and that ends the inning. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 4-1 ball game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the 5th. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Joe. Yamamoto
back to work. in there at the knees. Strike one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Missed inside with the curve.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Kim gets under it. Corrals it. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
So digging in now for San Diego, Miguel Andujar. And that's in for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Just missed.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
That one close, ruled a ball.
2-1.
And it's 2-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count's even at 2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Up the middle, a dive, he's got it. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
So the lineup flips over. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 2 in this one. The shortstop takes the ball. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So 1 hit is all they get. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Padres 1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Anthony Banda.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Tae-Sung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Flying to left his first time. Fastball is outside. Bullpen action for the Padres. Johnny Brito, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. There's a strike. Fought off foul. Headed down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. The other way. Oh, great grab on the dive. Fires to first. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, this is unfortunate because it looked like it was going to be an awesome play, something we see on the highlights tonight and tomorrow. But you have to applaud the effort on the stop. And if you don't take care of the throw, it goes from a wow moment to one you regret really quick.
And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman. 0 for 1 so far. In for a strike. 0-1.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base. But this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
That one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
This one smoked out to left. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here is Freddie Freeman. He's already homered in this game. Swings through that.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Fouled off left side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. And a good eye there. Kim, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering misses, and now 3-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
Here's Betts. 1 for 2 with a 2-run single back in the first. In there, and it's 0-1. And Mookie takes. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Dodgers threatening. Good job to fight that one off. Up the middle. Cronenworth on the run. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs with a runner at third. That misses. 1-1. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's down and in. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Padres 1. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. That one pushed to the left and foul. The 0-1. The Dodgers have some action in their pen. Lake Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia getting cranked up as well. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here comes Manny Machado.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Late on that fastball.
0-1.
And that one hammered. That's back. And that is gone. A shot to the opposite field. His second home run of the game, and they're chipping away. It's 5-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
1 out, base is empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. This one in the air. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Elias Diaz.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Elias Diaz. That's to third. Muncy sends it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. The Padres get one in the inning with a solo blast. It's now 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Now pitching for San
Back now
Diego.
for the bottom of the sixth, and
Number
there's a new pitcher on the
76.
mound, Johnny Brito.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Here's Muncy to hit. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. First pitch misses. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Pulled the string on the changeup.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Foul ball there. Brito measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Adrian Morejon, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Believe me, it's only one man. Believe me.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And there's a ball. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. He flexes his power with that swing, his 14th of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 6-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And here is Michael Conforto. Ripped to short, jump throw. What a play, inning over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 6-2. 6 innings in the books on MLB The Show's Game of the Week.
pitching.
Welcome
for the
back. We're in the
Dodgers.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
49.
Blake Trinan. He
Blake
last pitched 2 days
Trinan.
ago. And now
Leading
Jake
off for
Cronenworth.
San Diego, second
The
baseman,
Padres
Jake
in
Cronenworth.
striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Right through there for a strike. On the ground to third, and it stays fair.
He's been swinging
Now
it
batting,
really well lately.
designated
I don't know
hitter,
how
Connor
he's able to
Joe.
shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Connor Joe now at the plate. Joe having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. In the dirt.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Next
Outside.
pitch misses
Ball 2.
outside. Now 2-0.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. There's a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Cronenworth on at first, nobody out. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Now batting, left fielder Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar, the next up for the Padres. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
No strike.
And there's a foul ball. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one
2-2.
missed. In the
Full
dirt,
count.
and it's a full count. First and second, no outs here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 1 away.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this.
Now
You don't know if
batting,
you want to go
right
up and tell him to keep
fielder,
swinging it, or if you want to give him his
Jr.
space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And that one fouled off. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Cronenworth around third. One run is in. And the throw's offline, safe at third. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a two-base error.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Blake Trinan done for the night, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Evan
for the
Phillips
Dodgers,
will take over here.
And a tall task ahead of him right here with two runners in scoring position and multiple outs to get. He's going to be pitching for strikeouts here, no question.
2 on, 1 out. Next for the Padres, Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 3 in this one. Inside, just missed. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Second and third, one away. That one's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. Throw is offline and he scores. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Luis Arraez stands in.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
The tying run at the plate. Pitch misses there, and now it's even 1-1. Into center. That's a base hit. Tatis comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 outs, runner on first. Manny Machado will hit next. Just missed.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
2 outs. And Manny gets a piece.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that's outside.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up. The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Just missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Jackson Merrill in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. battling here as he fouls it away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That one out to right. Conforto settles underneath it, nabs it, and that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 6, Padres 5. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yuki Matsui.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
No,
that's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Next pitch misses way outside. Gets a piece and stays alive. Headed towards the corner on Duhar. Long run. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Now batting, center fielder, James Outman.
And now the center fielder, James Outman. Outside low, and that's ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Clearly, that was a solid double all the way. Nice swing of the bat right there, but that just can't happen on defense. Getting the ball back into the infield. You've got to make a decent throw your infielders can handle. Just gave him an extra 90 feet for free.
1 down, runner at third. And next for L.A., Freddie Freeman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
And now it's even up.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swung on, belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In comes the runner from third, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
One out, runner at second. And the batter now, Mookie Betts. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And delivers outside.
1-0. Ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
2-0 to count.
One out and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball 3.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Climb the ladder with that fastball. 3-1.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. So here's the guy that is, I think, right now the favorite to win the National League MVP. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Two on, one out. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit. And that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Here comes Max Muncy. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
And the funky Muncy is stifled by the strikeout. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now 7-5. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Alex Vesia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And that is out of play. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
Ball. 2 balls. 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. Here's a 2-2. Swings here and blasts one left field. That one back there. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Diaz in the box now. No balls and a strike.
One strike.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Next offering is fouled back. And ball one. Just missing there. 2-2.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Taps softly to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
2 down, bases empty. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 3. And that's a little bit high. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a pop-up. Muncy. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 7, Padres 5.
Now pitching for San
Back
Diego.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jeremiah Estrada.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Left fielder.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
Ground ball up the middle. Bogarts fields it cleanly, gets it to first, and Hernandez is out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Catcher, Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. Ball 1 low.
1 ball, no strikes.
Chopped out towards short. Bogarts handles the chance. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Conforto.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Conforto will climb in. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Oh, he hit him.
Dead ball.
And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and that'll do it. One left for LA. They're still up 7-5.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back,
Dodgers.
and here comes the closer,
Number
Tanner
66.
Scott.
29 saves on the
Tanner.
season, so he's looking for number 30 right here. He's been big for him in the back of that bullpen.
Connor Joe
Leading off
digs
for
in now.
San Diego, the designated hitter, Connor Joe.
First offering
1-0.
misses badly for ball one. Scott, an all-star a season ago, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Just a weak fly ball this time. Betts snags it on the run.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Miguel Andujar, the next up for the Padres. And that one's a little bit low, and it's 1-0. Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm with this kind of velocity, you look for the ball down because the fastball up is a little hard to catch up to, but he's shown really good plate discipline by not offering at that last pitch down.
On to first, and a couple of quick outs.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Tatis in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Not close with that one, and the count is 1-1. The Dodgers leading by 2 here at the top of the ninth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Scott is just 1 strike away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers win the last 2 to take the 3-game series.
He's done it again, Boog. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.